Are you part of a nonprofit organization, a youth group looking to raise cash for your cause? Stay tuned at the end of this video to learn how you can bring the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation to your town live, featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner and around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders from MWF Studios just north of Boston in downtown Melrose, Mass. in the zip code of champions 02176.
Let's run down WWE Great Balls of Fire from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Sunday, July the 9th, 2017. WWE did an outstanding job building up this event with what felt like going into the pay-per-view a must-see main event, one of the biggest championship main events in years. It felt like seeing Great Balls of Fire was important, and that's missing far too often from 2017 WWE programming. On the kickoff show, WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville retained over Akira Tozawa, who was accompanied to the ring by Titus O'Neil. Right finish, wrong time for this match. Tozawa has gotten over strong since being aligned with O'Neil. Not the time for him to lose when he just started to get a push a couple of weeks ago. I also don't think it would have been the right time for Neville to lose the title either. He's done a great job since he turned heel last winter. Tozawa should have been given a storyline with someone else on the all but dead 205 Live show. There's been some solid main events of late there, but the rest of 205 Live is so boring and uninteresting it's ridiculous. Nonetheless, solid outing by these two to set the pace for the rest of the show. In the opening contest on Great Balls of Fire, Bray Wyatt defeated Seth Rollins with a poke to the eyes and the Sister Abigail. Match was fine, but nothing exceptional. Just kind of there, similar to Rollins' recent mid-card pay-per-view matches against Triple H and Samoa Joe. Was surprised by the finish. Seems to be building Wyatt for a championship match, unless there's more on the cards going into SummerSlam with these two. Michael Cole screamed that this was the second time these two have ever met in singles action, all but reminding fans at the lack of long-term vision, as their first encounter was on a very forgettable throwaway Raw that bombed in the ratings. First-time encounters between two top guys should always be saved for pay-per-views to make the pay-per-views as important as possible. I enjoyed the build-up to the match, as they were largely kept away from each other, building the anticipation for the first physical encounter, but no magic at Great Balls of Fire between these two. Big Cass squashed Enzo Amore. Enzo cut a strong promo before the match, which is more than can be said for Cass, other than being 7 feet tall. He needs work as he has little charisma. Mic skills are in-ring talent. He doesn't give off the dangerous, evil-type vibe that big guys like Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin give off. WWE needs as many big guys as it can get that are strong in the ring. Cass has a lot of size, but there's a lot of work to do to make him a top-of-the-card talent. Perhaps a scenario where Enzo turned heel as well and became his manager, his mouthpiece, could have been explored, because I think Enzo is phenomenal, and I worry he's going to get lost in the shuffle now that the team is split up. The Raw Tag Team Champions Cesaro and Sheamus defeated the Hardy Boys in a 30-minute Iron Man match to retain the titles. 4 falls to 3. I thought 7 falls in 30 minutes was a bit much. Not a bad match. I would have rather have seen maybe a longer 2 out of 3 fall match instead of the Iron Man stipulation. Great finish. The two teams were tied at 3 falls apiece with time running out. Jeff Hardy swanton Sheamus, but Cesaro ran in and got the pin on Jeff. The way this ended, it would make you think there's even more to come between these two teams. Thought this was the right finish with the titles changing hands already twice in 4 months. When you don't even have a half dozen tag teams, it's hard to keep things fresh. There's still big money in Jeff Hardy singles matches headlining pay-per-views. Interesting to see where this goes next. Perhaps they're trying to wait it out to see if Matt gets the right back to the Broken Hardys characters, which I personally hate, but it could certainly give Matt some longevity in WWE with it. Sasha Banks defeated the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss via countout, so Bliss retains the title. Exact same way the Usos lost to New Day at Money in the Bank. That lacks creativity and then some. Match was fine. Afterwards, Sasha attacked Bliss on the entrance stage, then the announce table. Sasha did the double knees dive off of the announcer's table to the floor, which would have been much more impressive if the stage was higher than 2 feet off the ground like it used to be. Expect much more between Alexa and Sasha. WWE Intercontinental Champion The Miz retained over Dean Ambrose with the skull-crushing finale. Match was fine, but felt like I've seen this 853 times since last year. Adding Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel to this Miztourage stable was a great idea. Both were involved, helping Miz get the win. I expect more between these two going forward. Braun Strowman defeated Roman Reigns in an ambulance match. I enjoyed this brawl a great deal. What WWE has been able to do with Strowman over the past 6 months is remarkable, as he's now over like a top guy, and WWE doesn't have enough top guys in 2017. Reigns missed a spear. Strowman dumped him in the back of the ambulance. Reigns got out quickly, so the loss certainly didn't hurt him. In an Attitude Era type stunt, after Roman tossed Strowman in the ambulance, he drove it into the locker room area, then backed the ambulance into a tractor trailer, and they did a long angle where the jaws of life had to be used to get Strowman out of the back. Strowman popped out almost like a monster from a horror movie, all bloodied. Some really good stuff there. Strowman continues to be unstoppable. Could he almost be looked at as a babyface? All depends on how he's portrayed going forward. While the action was going on with the ambulance, Heath Slater defeated Kurt Hawkins in a short, unadvertised match. In the main event, the WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar retained over Samoa Joe. Very good, short, effective match that, as I had expected, really elevated Samoa Joe and WWE into WWE fans. Not everyone's familiar with Samoa Joe's work in TNA and even NXT. Having him go tit for tat with Brock Lesnar after winning the #1 Contenders match at Extreme Rules really elevates him into a true top-tier player in WWE, and that's going to add zeros to his paycheck. Joe attacked Lesnar while Paul Heyman was introducing Lesnar before the bell rang. They fought around ringside, made it back into the ring with one big move after another. The entire segment with introductions and the pre-match brawl only went about 11 minutes. Another short match for Lesnar, which I'm sure some might dislike. I did like the fact that Joe didn't kick out of the F5. We see that happen far too often in main event matches. Kicking out of top guys' finishes should be saved for events like WrestleMania and SummerSlam. I know WWE already has creative plans in the works for Lesnar and Roman Reigns headed into WrestleMania season, but both Strowman and Joe are really hot right now. Are there any fans that would not like to see a Lesnar-Joe rematch in Brooklyn, New York at SummerSlam? I know I would. All in all, I give Great Balls of Fire a solid thumbs up, mostly for the last two matches. It didn't live up to the high expectations I had overall, but very strong showings where it counted the most. In our Twitter poll, fans gave it 53% thumbs up, 33% thumbs in the middle, 14% thumbs down. For best match, it was 43% for Reigns and Strowman, 33% for the Iron Man match, 15% for Joe and Lesnar, 9% for other. Whether you were in Dallas live or watched on WWE Network, share your thoughts on Great Balls of Fire in the comment section below.
Don't miss the fallout from WrestleMania 33 on WWE Network. Using our link below, get 30 days free. This spring, WWE presents 4 live pay-per-views with Payback, Backlash, Extreme Rules, and Money in the Bank. Relive the ultimate thrill ride that was WrestleMania 33, plus brand new original programming, every pay-per-view in WWE history, and 7,000 plus hours of content in the archives. Spend $25 in the MWF store this month and get a free WWE t-shirt and a free autographed photo of WWE Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton. We have brand new WWE t-shirts, posters, DVDs, autographs, and tons more. Best of all, every dollar you spend directly supports our live event and video production initiatives. Fans in over 30 countries can now enjoy our state-of-the-art studio shoot interview documentary collection on demand. You can rent our own select titles starting at only $5.99. Enjoy the wild Iron Sheik studio shoot interview as seen by millions online and on The Howard Stern Show. Relive the rock and wrestling era in the mid-'80s as WWE Hall of Famers Paul Orndorff, Bob Orton, and the Iron Sheik break down the first WrestleMania. The Boogeyman, Paul Bearer, and Kamala join us for extensive breakdowns of their careers, promoters, and companies they worked for. We also have a new shoot with Bull Dempsey bringing you a backstage look at WWE NXT in the Performance Center. Again, every rental and purchase helps support independent wrestling. Subscribe to our YouTube channel with over 1,500 videos available absolutely free. Enjoy in-depth videos, live MWF wrestling, the latest news, historical videos, and tons more on youtube.com/BostonWrestlingCom. If you enjoy the free content, you can help the cause by making a donation of any size to paypal.me/Boston Wrestling. You can help the cause using our links below to shop on popular websites such as WWEshop.com, Amazon.com, and Walmart.com. You get a small thank you for every customer sent their way, and best of all, it doesn't increase your purchase 1 penny. Finally, get a free ride from Uber using the links below. Forget about overpriced taxi cabs with long waits. Join 2017. Get a good ride from a friendly driver in a clean car on us for up to $20. Run out of time, fans. Don't miss a day on BostonWrestling.com super site. Like us at Facebook.com/MWFAction. Follow us on Twitter at MWF2001 and subscribe to us at YouTube.com/BostonWrestlingCom.
The Millennium Wrestling Federation's 15th anniversary tour begins this fall and rolls into 2017 throughout New England, down the East Coast, and into the Carolinas. If your nonprofit organization is looking for an interactive, turnkey experience while putting the fun into fundraising, you've met the perfect tag team partner. MWF offers a variety of packages for groups of almost any size, from our live events at the Boston Garden, the Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex, and the legendary Suffolk Downs, to high school gyms and function halls. We've presented live events everywhere. Since 2001, the MWF's mission has been simple: keep the kids off the streets. Under the leadership of President Dr. David Reese, we bring the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow to your town, not for a quote-unquote wrestling show, but an event that features action-packed in-ring wrestling, autograph and pose photo opportunities, question and answer sessions, and much more. It is the best of sports and entertainment. The week of your event, we can add on to the endeavor with anti-bullying campaigns, library meet and reads, youth sport concussion seminars, and more. Our live events are fit for fans of every age, from 5 to 95. This fall, as part of our new Kids Club program, we offer live event experiences exclusively for the youngest of fans. On the flip side, we can also produce a tailor-made event for fans of an older demographic as well. We work with you every single step of the way to get the word out to fans near and far, on our local television offerings, and to over 50,000 fans and growing on our social media platform. Your success is our success. If your group has had enough of boring candy bar and wrapping paper sales and has the energy to team with our passionate fan base, bringing the MWF experience to your community is the answer to put smiles on faces while raising cash for your cause. Contact us today to get the ball rolling for your custom-made event that you'll want to bring back year after year. Don't just take it from us. Here are folks we've teamed with in the past.
You already know Kowloon Restaurant, established in 1950 and spanning 4 generations, serves a multi-Asian menu. Did you also know that Kowloon Restaurant is New England's premier Asian dining and entertainment complex, serving Cantonese, Szechuan, Thai, and Polynesian cuisine? And did you know that Kowloon Restaurant is also the home of the finest Japanese sushi? If you haven't dined at Kowloon Restaurant lately, then you simply haven't dined at Kowloon. Kowloon Restaurant, Route 1 North in Saugus.